All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. I am that one half of that dynamic duo, but if you notice, I'm slowed down a little bit today. I'm real focused. The cup is plastic today. On this episode of What's Good America, it is now, as it always been, it's a screw day. For those of you who don't know, June 27th, DJ Screw Day, national holiday. Maybe just a Texas holiday, but it is a national holiday in my mind. It's right up there with the 4th of July. Neither one of them mean shit. So we up there today. Or should I say, we down there today. We slowed down today. That standard prescription, I don't know if you can read it, but we leaning a little bit today. So we're going to have a nice, calm, nah, that shit ain't going to happen. Because of what we got to talk about, it's not going to be a calm discussion today. Like I said, I am one half of that dynamic duo. I am that consequential, that cerebral. New word. I am that pseudo-sexual. Chris Turner today. Check out the ambiance in the background today. I'm a little dark right now because of the sun and all that, but I am him and he is I. And my right-hand man on my left-hand side, but my left-hand man on my right-hand side, Big Game James, Mr. Saturday Night, Chi-Town's finest. Well, what's good, baby?
Man, I'm going to tell you right now, what's good, America, first and foremost, but we out here, you know what I'm saying, Southside born, West Suburban legend, but we out here repping. You see the shirt today, you know what I mean? Got to shout out Kelly Kapowski. You're going to know why in a second when we start dipping into this. But I also got my Butte hat on. I got to represent the soon-to-be wife. She's doing her thing, and I told her I would find some way to let her know that I'm thinking about her. So, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and broadcast it to the billions and billions of people that are not watching the show. But it's all good. That shit will change, and I ain't worried about it. But I tell you one thing I am worried about, Chris Turner, that I will get loud with. I'm going to unscrew this right now. But first of all, R.I.P.
Rest in peace, DJ Screw.
And R.I.P. to all that we've lost to the screw. There's a bunch, and before I say what I'm going to say, but how long have I known you, man? 11 years?
It's been about 11 years now. Almost 12, yeah.
Okay, so that's about a third of my life,
Yeah.
Right there. So I known you 11 years. And I'm just now finding out that you got a prescription for some lean. What type of shit is this?
Yeah.
I'm upset. I had been in your house. The house that he's in, America, I moved him into that house.
Yeah, you did.
Now, don't get me wrong. He's introduced me to the joys of white Hennessy.
Yes,
other delicious variations of Hennessy. But the fact that he's had lean the whole time and I couldn't put my Skittles or my Starburst in the cup, I'm upset, America. I'm upset. I mean, I really have to think about this friendship. Luckily, I got Kelly. Kelly Kapowski would do that to me. Look at him. Now he's just showing off. So I'm going to let that be first and foremost. The fact, the next time I'm in Billings and I don't get a cup of lean so I can see what that shit feel like and just listen to nothing but Paul Wall records, all them. I just want to listen to Mike Jones and Slim Thug and all them when they was young. And just tipping on fofo. Just swish a house. That's all I want to do.
It goes to a whole nother level when you're on that fluid, baby. I just want to point that out. And I'm a Jolly Rancher man myself because it just helps the whole system just slow down a whole lot. And also, to let you know what kind of mood I'm in right now, I am a Tory guy from Saved by the Bell. Don't get me wrong. I like Kelly Kapowski. I love Kelly Kapowski. I like Jessie more when she did striptease because that whole scene with her in the pool was fucking amazing. But we're not going to bring that up. When Kelly left the show and they brought in Tori, I fell in love. It was something about she was a mechanic. She had that leather jacket. It all worked for me. Like it made teenage me fall in love.
It's no disrespect to Tori. I thought Tori was a solid addition for a season, but not that solid because they brought back her. And on top of that, like I told you, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, how can you not love Kelly Kapowski when you got one of the dopest rappers with one of the coolest verses of all time talking about, hey, I could be Zach, you could be Kelly, I could do what you want. Whatever you tell me is I dodge, Mr. Belding. When you got guys like Mike Bogan spitting that shit about Kelly Kapowski and just putting it in there, that's one of the coolest lines ever. And Mike, I don't know if you've been watching, but just be ready to be on the show because, based on where we're going today, I'm about to hear some outlandish shit on our topic. So I might have to bring you in here to regulate some things after the day. So you know what? Normally Chris introduces the topics.
Yeah.
But considering it the day that it's been for me today, which I will get into at some point, maybe not within this, the fact that I'm actually drinking.
Ain't no telling.
You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking the wine that's matching my shirt right now. You know what I'm saying? He over here with the Dwayne Wade throwback making me look bad right now. And I got my Beamer with my Kelly Kapowski. But you see, I am rocking that Butte America life right there. That's Beyonce's hometown. We about that, babe. I love you. We're going to get into this right now, man. America. Wait, let me take a sip. The audacity of this man. Do you remember that Give Me a Minute that he had where he started talking about 90s R&B music and tried to disparage? Yes, there's my big college word for that.
Wow.
Disparage the greatest 10 years of music with his words. Chris, now here's the form. That was a Give Me a Minute. I brought it back. What's up, dude?
Listen. My name is Chris Turner. I am from Jacksonville, Florida. I was born in 1984 in St. Vincent's Hospital. I want to go out, not even on a limb. I want to be the first to stand up and say, 90s R&B is utterly disgusting. Point blank, period. It is. The music is great. The artists are iconic, and like it's a whole different type of level of music. But what they are singing about is downright pornographic filth. Point blank, period. Like, you can't defend 90% of this music. 94% of this music you cannot defend. And like I said, don't get me wrong. Like, there were some of the greatest artists of all time who came through in this whole 90s era. We don't do research on this show. Let's call a spade a spade. We'll call each other like 20 or 30 minutes before the show start. Hey, let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. Let's take this out for next week and add this in. No research was done typically for this show. But today,
Time
research
out.
Research has been done.
Did you just show a notebook filled with notes? We had a rule: no notes, no real notes. You can browse the internet while we're on the Anchor app. By the way, download the Anchor app. I told my best friend Lisa Weiss that she better start listening to my podcast. That she'll be my guardian angel, even know what the hell I'm talking about. Well, shout out to my girl Lisa. But did you bring a? See, I didn't want to waste my.
I'm focused. I'm focused today. Like, dude, I am. Listen, download the Anchor app. Look for What's Good America. Make it your favorite. If you listen to it on Facebook, listen to it on Anchor anyway. Have it playing in the background because we see a little chunk of change if you listen to it on both ways. So, simulcast gang, technology boys, you know what we do. 90s R&B is disgusting. And I'm gonna go down the list, and I'm gonna save my knockout punch until the end.
Okay.
Because you can't defend all of this shit. I know you're gonna try to defend some of it, but you can't defend all of it.
Okay. I mean, just the fact that you have a notebook. And normally I'm not going to tell you about the vaccines, but this I'm trying to say these F-bombs. We only 9 minutes in or something like that. I don't even know where the clock is at. I mean, I saw this dude writing more stuff while we were prepping the camera work, which is basically clicking a record button for this.
Yep.
So I'm already on edge as it. That's why he's trying to drink this lean and chill, because he knows he's coming after my era, which is technically our era since we're only
our era
apart in age.
Yeah.
But go for it, man. Go ahead. Floor is yours. I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna just drink my wine. You're gonna make me open this beer too, but I'm gonna start with the wine.
And now typically we go to where like one person says something, they go for a couple minutes. No, we're not gonna do that today. I want you to try to defend all this crap I'm about to throw at you. I'm gonna go song by song, and I want to see how you can defend
now
this.
That I wasn't ready for, but all right.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
First song, and there's no particular order in all this. Usher.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you what it says. You make me want to leave the one I'm with to start a new relationship with you is how we do. So I'm gonna leave my girl, who you hooked me up with, for you. I'm gonna be unfaithful with you because it's the 90s and that's okay.
Okay, see, first and foremost, as a soon-to-be married man, I don't condone in any whatsoever. But those lyrics to me don't exude nastiness. I mean, I think
only the first one.
It's, you know what it actually is? It's more of the beginnings of a quote-unquote confession from Usher. Get it? See, I tied that in there. It was like the beginning of Usher's confessions. You know, you make me wanna start a new relationship. That was him. And the confession. This is part 2 of my confession. Like that was like the prelude to Confessions. Remember that album, which was dope.
I do. Everybody remembers that album.
Yeah, because
all right,
especially you. You needed us. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
It was 2004. Wasn't the best year for me. I was really feeling myself, and I need.
Hey,
that's all I'm gonna say.
know.
Let's just say I was 21 and I was an asshole. Anyway, keep going.
I was a University of Alabama superstar surrounded by Beckys and Karens, future Karens. Matter of fact, when do you go from being a Becky to a Karen? Like, when does that happen?
They keep it up. They're gonna lose Susie.
They already
lost Becky, you know what I'm saying? But now Becky with the good hair is, you know, proper light skin. That's basically what that is. But they keep it up, they're gonna keep losing their names. But
anyway, all right. Song number 2.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say that one. That was an easy defense. I feel like you're warming me up here.
Okay, we're going into it
slow.
It's just nice and slow.
Okay.
Destiny's Child. Bills, bills, bills. So I come up to a female in the club, like, hey, you want to dance? You want to go out sometimes? You want to go get the cheddar biscuits or whatever from Red Lobster? Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my credit card bill? I don't think you do. So you and me are through. So because I can't pay for your crappy lifestyle and the fact that you can't budget your money correctly, we can't hook up.
You want me to go? Okay, wait. Can you pay my bill? Can you pay my automobile? Can you pay my automobile?
I gotta pay a car note too?
Wait, hold on. And that's what they said. And guess what, though? Here's the best part, though. They also said, if you do, maybe we can chill. So, once again, I feel like it's an empowering song of the late 90s.
Empower? I gotta pay for your time?
Hold on now. I mean, to me, it was a sign of the late 90s, because this song came out in like 99. So, like, it was right at the end of the decade, right? And you know, basically what Beyonce and Kelly and fine-ass LaToya, by the way, LaToya Luckett, oh my God.
Slept on. And
that's a different conversation for today when I talk about LaToya. And the topic would be, who really was the finest one in Destiny's Child? Now, and then LaTavia was in there too, and LaTavia was bad too. Now, all they're doing is saying, hey, listen, in order for you to be my man, these are the things that I expect. So, you know, it was like, you know, trying to reinforce the rules of chivalry, you know, and if that wasn't going to happen, then, you know, basically the relationship was going to be over. Chris, once again, there's nothing nasty about that. That was a proclamation by a group of women that won Grammys and looked very good doing it.
Right.
And I mean, out of that song, we did get Beyonce Knows. I mean,
we did. We also got a group of women saying that if you can't pay my bills, you can't spend time with me. So we'll go to the next song.
So I'm just saying, it wasn't nasty. Do I agree with it? No. But was it nasty? Hell to the no. So, I mean, so far, I'm defended. Okay.
We're still just throwing softballs right now.
The 90s are winning. The 90s are winning.
Exactly. They are
like
winning.
He's setting me up in there. I can feel it.
Let's go to this one. If you're horny, let's do it. Ride it. I believe that's how the song goes. It's from a young man by the name of Genuine, I believe his name is. And the name of the song is called Pony. What you got?
Well,
Defend it. Defend the non-filth of this.
well, I mean, he did preference it with, I'm a bachelor and I'm looking for a partner. So, I mean, he made his declaration very early. And for me, is it really that nasty? I mean, kind of. Like, I'm not going to go all the way to where this is at. I feel like you're going to run out of lean defending these song choices so far.
Nah,
Like,
I'm good.
I'm
I'm good. Don't worry about that.
I mean, like, he was being honest, like, you got to be compatible and take me to my limits.
Your sexual limit.
Well, he didn't say sexual. He just said, take me to my limits. Like, like, hey, make me feel like, all right, I'm maxed out. Like, that's what I'm looking for in a woman. And, girl, when I break you off, I mean, you're not going to want to get off. So, I mean, I personally am not a fan of ponies or horses. I've been on a horse, and I don't like it one bit. A horse tried to kill me one time. So, I mean, maybe he's talking about his abilities as a horse curator or take care, caregiver or whatever. I don't know. But at the same time, I can see the parallels. But at least in the lyrics, it's very much, like open to the interpretation. When that song came out, when you first heard it, what did you think of? That song came out, you were 10 years old. What were you thinking of when you were singing that shit?
I just want to say I was living at my mom's house at that time, so I choose not to say anything.
When I heard it, I was like, oh, man, that's the jam. My saddle's waiting. He was doing a genuine slide and shit. So, I mean, all right, I'll give you that one. Like,
okay, thank you.
I mean, but you have to like really.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I put it as.
No, you
could
don't.
Could I play that song in my mama's house and get away with it? That song I could play it, and my mom wouldn't think much of it. I wouldn't play it loud, but I could play it in the background.
That defeats the.
So that
further
that's
lets
how
me
I
know
raise my nasty. If I can play it in the background,
I like it.
Conversation level.
I like it.
Okay. But I get it. I understand where you're going. But next song, go ahead.
So that's okay. I like it. If that's how we're going to judge this, that's how we're going to judge it. If you can play it for your mom, I like that. I like the way you're going with that.
That's the scale that I'm using because I feel like you're really starting to rev this up. You're starting to rev this up, and I have to really be careful about what I say.
That's perfect. I'm glad that's how we're going to judge it. Okay.
That's what I'm going to do.
That's perfect. That's perfect. All right. Next song. The song comes on. I wonder if she can tell I'm hard right now. Oh, you're dancing too close. Too close. You're making it hard for me. That song is Too Close by Next.
That's not a song I play in the background. Next song.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, can I tell you what's really messed up about that song though? Because every time that song came on when I was at a high school dance, and I apologize to everybody that ever danced with that song in the 90s, but I did like the song said. I'm gonna get my ass whooped when you see this shit. Sorry, fiance. I know I'm wearing a butte hat, but that song gave really good instructions. It told the truth. You know that move. You know that move when you feel it coming, but you gotta like still groove, but you gotta put your ass back when you're in high school. I used to do that move a lot in high school because of that damn song.
Oh God.
I'm going to hell. Oh my God. Sunday's tomorrow. I should just go walk to a church and just. I'm not even Catholic. I should go do 100 Hail Marys.
Hold on. Let me give you this one. Let me give you this one. And you know me, I call out names because I at people on my shit. Candace Mitchell. I'm throwing her name out first.
What up, Candace?
We were on a trip to, I'm not going to say what grade it was, without to get specifics. But I'm saying names though. So Candace Mitchell, and this ties into the next song. Candace Mitchell was my girlfriend at the time. Sitting on the bus, we're going to Cape Canaveral in Orlando. All right. I'm trying to be cool, trying to be hugged up and all this other stuff. And she looked at me and said, hey, do you remember that Monica song? Monica song. It's just one of those days that a girl goes through when I'm angry inside. I don't want to take it out. That song. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm a boy. I'm stupid. Let's call it what it is. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Until her friend Lillian, I got her last name, was like, oh, that means she's on her lady time. So there is an R&B song about menstruation.
See, I can defend that though, Chris.
You can defend a song about menstruation.
Well, here's the deal and the reason why I can. Let's think about that song now. Like, is it nasty or is it educational?
Oh, now it's educational.
Well, think about it. I remember when that song came out. I was 12 years old. And obviously, I was starting to get some pubic hairs by this point that I was very excited about.
What?
I mean, this is the era, you start seeing your armpits come through and you're like, all right, I'm going to be all right. Like, I ain't got it'll, you start to reassure yourself, 12 going to 13, because, I was a small little lad. I wasn't like Chris Turner, who was like 6'2",
Shut up.
10 pounds. Thus the reason he was a 5-star, guys. I wasn't that.
Oh.
When I was 12 years old, I was probably about 5'1", $105. So when I heard that, first of all, I'm just a connoisseur of great music and great grooves and great samples. So when I heard that, boom, 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 when I'm angry inside, I mean, that's just the jam. Like, I wasn't even paying attention to what she was saying. I was like, oh, it fits with the beat. But now if you look at that, if I wanted to educate my young, maybe future son or whatever, or even my future daughter, like, you know what? Hey, when these things are happening, maybe you just want to listen to something soothing that can help you get through those next 4 to 5 days. 3 to 4, 2 to 3, depending on what's happening. So that song's not nasty, Chris. That song's educational. And credit her for writing those lyrics. She was 14 years old. What else was she supposed to write about? She was a kid. And the fact that she flipped that and went platinum, and then the song she released after that song was Before You Walk Out of My Life. So obviously she was going through some shit. One minute she's like, oh my God, I'm a woman. The next minute, I just don't want to go back to things being the same. I only want to make things right.
That was a banger. That was a banger.
Before you walk out my life. So, I mean, what's really good? You were going there, but you brought me back. So,
okay.
Next song. Go ahead, man.
Okay, fine.
I ain't got nothing but time today. That's why I got this view hat on.
I understand. You have defended so much, and I appreciate your take on what we're talking about. And may I say, I commend you being able to stand up for what you believe is right when it comes to these people's musical choice and what they say. I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Now, America, in his mind, like the villain music has just dropped.
And as a fellow music connoisseur myself, I love 90s R&B, but I can understand the filth of it.
Okay.
Point. Age ain't nothing but a number.
Oh, come on, man.
And now ain't nothing but a thing.
This is not right.
Rest in peace to arguably one of the best, most beautiful, excuse my English grammar right now, but one of the greatest artists who did it in a short amount of time, Aaliyah.
You went there.
But due to, and I was going to try to stay away from this, but because of how you're defending, because of how you are defending Aaliyah, who, if you don't mind answering, I can't think of who wrote this song, but if you could remind me, who actually wrote the song for Aaliyah? Who had, I think she had a husband at that time, and she may have been like 14 or 15. But who wrote the song for Aaliyah at that time?
See, first and foremost, the fact that you're gonna wear the jersey of a Chicago-born and ask me these questions, okay? For you guys that don't quite know when you see this video, and as much as this guy actually lived in my city.
Yeah.
We were there at the same time it was a window. We were there at the same time.
Yeah.
You could tell I was broke because he was so far away. I couldn't find out how to get the CTA or the bus to him without taking an hour and a half. That's how broke I was. And I've gotten substantially not as good from there. I don't even know. My words messed up. The wine is starting to work. Maybe it's the beer I just sipped. But listen, man, we're going to have to go ahead and basically make this a no R. Kelly. Okay.
I knew that was coming.
Answer is R. Kelly wrote the song.
I knew that was coming.
If that's what you've been waiting to do this entire time, is throw Robert Kelly at me. Okay. Unfortunately, Robert Kelly, who I appreciate and also cannot stand and have to condone just by the fact of Jesus, my Lord and Savior. I mean, God. My cousin, my sisters, like, they all went to high school with this dude, man. Like, it's a little bit touchy for me. My dad graduated from that high school. My aunts graduated from that high school. Like, I had family that went to school with this guy. Like, I have serious history. Okay? All right?
Bang, bang.
And that's why he did it. Because he knows. Yes, that song is actually not that bad of a song. But based within the premise of who wrote it and who produced that album and what was happening, that shit is gross. Like, I can't defend that. But hey, you know how Dave Chappelle said he made Thriller? R. Kelly made Trapped in the Closet. So I don't know, man. Like, I thought you were going to go with I Believe I Can Fly, but I like Trapped in the Closet too. Man, I'm not going to go there because that song, listen, man, the reason why I want to go there is I'm going to be honest. First of all, Yolanda Adams covered that.
Yeah.
Let's start there. To the treachery that we start to develop when we talk about this guy. I mean, between him and Bill Cosby, it's the most complex shit in Black history. Like, I don't listen. Okay, I'm gonna take my hat off and show my horrible hair. Listen, America, I need y'all to understand this, okay? Like, there's already enough bad shit going on. All right, period. All right, and I am talking about this in a joking fashion. But do you understand that I can't even step in the name of love at my wedding? At all. I can't even get into the songs that are nasty with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tough. R. Kelly musically, unfortunately, raised me for 15 years. I'm not going to sit here and deny that shit. Because, you know what? If I ever do run for president, since I'm starting to find out that, you know what, whatever you say can be used against you, I can put it all on wax and defend it. Listen to me. If we can go half on the baby, all I want is your body next to me. Not the prettiest song, but make you say, ooh, nah, nah, nah. I mean, come on, man. R. Kelly is the one that taught us to keep it on the down low. Why? Because he was keeping a whole bunch of shit on the down low. I said it. But the guy made I Wish. The guy made The Storm Is Over Now. He made the world's greatest. He made I Believe I Can Fly. He made Trade in My Life for You. I mean, so I'm going to say this for the preference of this. I feel like this was your your KO was you were just gonna go to every song.
Yeah, buddy.
Name that wasn't about the Lord and use that against me.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, you know how hard it is sometimes to just not, when you start your car and be like, let me put my key in your ignition, babe. Like, it's hard. But that song was also the 2000s, and that's when shit got gross. And that will be a series for a whole nother day. But I mean, dude, that you pretty much that is basically, you know what that was when you went with that song of all songs? That was like Tyson Fury punching Deontay Wilder. That's literally what that was. And
I just
stopping
want
him
to say
pretty much. That was the one. Like, what? How do I respond to that? Because I'm not gonna defend the man.
You can't.
And I'm not really gonna defend the music. But you can't defend. You can't. It's hard to defend this guy. But I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of 20-plus-year-olds that are listening to this show, and I'm gonna tell all you motherfuckers right now, for you judge me. Y'all was conceived to them songs. So
that's a fact.
That to me is great R&B. Like, let's say look here. So I was born in 83, right? You know what I mean? Like March, right? Which means I was conceived. Listen, I'm not going there. This is actually, it's getting worse. Okay. You can show that all working. But who's to say Marvin Gaye wasn't playing in the background when I was conceived? And this dude was talking about sexual healing. I don't know. My years might be off. I didn't do no research. I don't know. Distant Lover. I don't know, man. But, I mean, God, I wish you just would have came with a Jodeci or a Silk. Like, why did you have to just end this?
Here's the thing.
When you ended it, you murdered it. You murdered me.
I wanted to go with Jodeci. I wanted to go with Silk. There's actually a Boyz II Men song or two like you can honestly go with. But like the way you were defending it, and when you brought in the preference of, okay, can I play this in front of my mama? That's what made me want to end it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You want to
because
you win.
Dude, I have like a ton of songs.
Hey, you know what's even funny, We can just turn this into, that could be a whole different 90s segment. The nasty songs. James defends the 90s.
Oh, God.
That might be a whole new age, because I was doing good, but, I'm just going to throw in the towel when it comes, I can't, listen, man. You can't defend age and number. Like, it's such a great song and such a great groove, but.
Hold up. For some reason, we lost sound.
Did we? Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That was me, man. My bad.
Okay.
I'm back. That was me fucking around, but I don't know what you left out. Listen, America, whatever you didn't hear, but I'm back. I can defend the way the music sounds. The chord progressions, the production.
You can't trust the big button to smile. That girl.
Hey, that song I can defend all day because that is, let me tell you something. That's like in the R&B Bible, okay? And I'm not trying to be sacrilegious, but really, like, never trust a big button to smile. Why, look here, man. Okay, let me go ahead and say something controversial because this is what I'm good at. Never trust a big button to smile. You remember how big that song was in 1990? You don't remember how big that song was in 1990? I do. That song was huge. That song comes on to this day, and people just start doing the Running Man for no reason. Mainly me.
Well, let me get.
I was getting ready to say some wild shit, but
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
I was going to say, listen. People heard that message. Don't trust a big button to smile. Why you think it took so long until Britney Spears to have some butt? That's all I'm saying. So you gotta respect the prophecy of a song like Poison. It took the Britney Spears to be like, I got ass. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to other conversations. Listen, call spade a spade.
Did you go full circle to make this about Britney Spears?
Listen, hey, 1990, Bell Biv DeVoe said, "Don't trust a big button to smile," and the majority of America said, "Oh, okay. I mean, I can smile, but I better keep my butt small so you can trust me." And then all of a sudden, 10 years later, here comes Jennifer Lopez. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. No disrespect to Britney or Jennifer, but it's funny how times change in 10 years. So that song to me is not nasty. That song is prophecy. Because, Chris, let me ask you a legit question. Have you trusted a big button to smile?
I had not, and that was to my own error of my ways. You see, my brother, it led me down a path of which I knew was incorrect. No. It led me to a path that was incorrect, my brother, in which the first thing that we are taught as human beings, my brother, on this planet is that we should treat others the way we should be wanted to be treated. Therefore, we do not judge a book by its cover, my brother. You got to think. This is the message. Don't judge a book by its cover, brother. So if you see this large posterior on this female human, you just gonna not trust this female because of her posterior? You got to think about the message. It's deeper than rap, my brother. It's deep.
I hear you. Did you see that same clip of Louis Farrakhan on Donahue today? Like I saw it too, the way you went to that. I feel like you saw that shit today. I was like, is this dude doing Farrakhan from where he was spitting all that knowledge in like 1987, whenever he was on that show, and was as peaceful as he could be, and was literally predicting where we're at right now, because that was pretty tough how you tied in BLM. So America, me and Chris just did your paper by me saying some dumbass shit about Bell Biv. There's a clip of Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, where he went on Phil Donahue and basically addressed questions from both sides and basically predicted exactly where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that there just is no respect. And that's exactly where we're at right now. So I would take a moment from our conversation. I'll get back to the funny shit here. Go find that clip and go listen to that shit and then come back and really understand. And then if you still want to be defensive, be defensive, you know, because there was even what's the white lady that went on the red table on Jada's show and was talking about the fact that race is there. I don't know, dude, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Chris, are you frozen again? Did I lose you? Chris, did I lose you again? America, I lost him. I lost him. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Maybe we both sound like shit in this show. But we did get through that segment, I guess. So, I mean, I'm going to record here and say this. He may have won the battle, but he didn't lose. He's going to lose the war.